Hey everyone, JaredRegaspi, your local real estate superhero here again. I'm wearing jeans, but I wanted to make sure I dressed up a little bit for the video, so you've got suit from the waist up. That's it. But all seriousness aside, I wanted to make a video kind of going over COVID-19 that's going around right now. There's a lot of issues going around town with it. Even if you're someone that doesn't really have too much of a worry of the virus, I don't think any of us can argue that it hasn't been affecting our day-to-day lives, whether it be just by simple things that you need from the store, whether it be by schools and companies shutting down for weeks and weeks on end. It's got an effect no matter what. And so as your real estate advisor, I feel like it's my job to make sure that everyone's aware of what those effects are, at least from the real estate market's perspective. So that's sort of to a degree what I want to cover in this video, is how COVID-19 and the concern around it has been affecting you, whether you be a home buyer or someone who's wanting to sell or is in the process of selling. As of right now, I haven't seen too much of a big impact on my business, but you can tell that there are some tides that are starting to shift more and more as the days go by. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that people are more and more concerned about wanting to go and look at homes that are for sale on the market. There are even some people who are wanting to sell their home that are concerned about having other people enter their home in order to try to look at it. And so that's what's causing kind of an issue. And so much like with the holidays, where you have people who aren't concerned about buying homes because of the fact that there are concerns for the holidays, your money is more prioritized for gifts and food and celebration. You may be out of town or away to go see family. Ultimately, during the holidays, you have a weird pocket in a lot of towns where even if the city or the town itself is a seller's market, where the sellers have more of a power in that situation, during the holidays, the buyers have a brief moment of having a lot more leverage over people that are wanting to sell. And right now you're seeing a very similar thing because so few people are wanting to go out of their way in order to go look at homes. What does that mean exactly for you? Well, if you're a home seller, it's just something that you need to acknowledge whenever you go into these circumstances. Average days on market aren't going to be necessarily the same, and the way that homes need to be marketed are inherently different. If you're a home buyer, you actually get to acknowledge the fact that you have a little bit more power in this situation if you're willing to use it. Now, I'm not going to go into my personal opinions on what my beliefs are on COVID-19, or the coronavirus, or whatever people are wanting to call it right now, but I will say that I still go out of my way in order to help people, one way or the other. So for any of my buyers that are wanting to look at properties, I still go out of my way in order to make sure that we have a chance to see them. So that alone means that if you have the free time, the willingness to go see these homes that you may want to purchase, you have significantly less competition right now than you would on a normal day. And so that's a benefit of the circumstances right now. And I think if you're willing to, taking advantage of those circumstances are worthwhile, but if you have a concern, I think that you need to go with your gut and do what makes you feel most comfortable. The deals aren't going to go away forever. And that's just real estate in general. You may lose out on one home, but then something else comes on the market a few months down the road. If you don't feel comfortable going outside and you want to stay home, do that. But if you're concerned more with how this is affecting the real estate market because you want to be able to do these things, you want to be able to go see these homes, and you just don't have the ability to, well, I'm here to tell you that you do. And you actually have a little bit more leverage right now than you would on a day-to-day. But I also want to get into the idea I was mentioning. If you're a home seller, it really just means that the way that you tackle these circumstances, the way you tackle marketing, is inherently different right now. Because you do have a lot of people that don't want to see the homes. So what I'm doing for a lot of my sellers, and what I'm willing to do for a lot of buyers that may have concerns right now, is if you have a home that you want to see, and you don't feel comfortable going out of your way to go see it right now, but you want to make sure that you at least know what it looks like, you want to make sure you have an idea of what it is that you might want to purchase, let me know. Because you guys all know this, that I have no issue whatsoever being in front of a camera. It's almost a curse, because I actually think I like being in front of a camera too much. But that helps you guys, because whether you're selling your home and you're not getting the foot traffic, whether you're wanting to buy a home but you just don't feel comfortable getting out of the house and going and exposing yourself, or if you're another agent and you don't feel comfortable being on camera, I don't mind going out of my way in order to help in these circumstances. I don't mind going and recording these homes and being on camera for you and saying and showing and letting everyone see what are in these homes that people want to see themselves. I might not necessarily publicize it heavily. If it's definitely someone else's listing, I'm not going to go out of my way to upload that to Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, but I will go out of my way to do it and send it to you personally. So that way you have the ability to see what's going on in these homes. That way you feel comfortable with what you're doing. As your real estate advisor, this is something I think people need to be willing to consider right now. Because you are very limited as far as if you're a seller on how many people are willing to go out of their way to see your home. And if you are a buyer and you are concerned about this, I don't want you going out of your way and getting so far out of your comfort zone that you feel like you're willing to risk your health for it. Let me bite that bullet. I don't mind doing it, and I will go out of my way in order to help. Even if you're another agent and you're just not as comfortable in front of a camera, but you need someone to go look and record a video of what the inside of a home looks like for one of your clients, let me know and we'll work together. I'm here to help and I'm happy to help. That's why I'm called your real estate superhero. Okay, I don't just have that because I'm goofy and I'm nerdy and I like comic books and I like anime. That's 90% of it, but the other 10% is because I'm here to help, and I'm happy to help. So, that's the big deal right now going on as the real estate market is concerned. You have a weird pocket where it's a definite buyer's market because so many buyers are afraid to make a move. But on the flip side, that gives anyone who's willing to take advantage of the circumstances the ability to either A, be one of the few buyers that are out there in the market, or B, be one of the few sellers that has an agent that's willing to go out of their way to record things like what the interior of the home looks like. So just find a way to make this work, at least from a real estate perspective, to your benefit, because that's what matters most. I recorded a video for one of my listings where we did an entire home tour for an open house. I'm going to be re-uploading that because I feel like right now, I don't want people going and stretching what they feel is okay for them. I don't want you to jeopardize your health. So let's do this together. That's what a team is supposed to be, and that's why I'm here. So this has been a longer video than I expected it to be. I'm happy for anyone that's watched it. I appreciate anyone who's watched it, and seriously stay safe. Like I said, whether or not you believe that the actual virus itself is dangerous, everyone's being affected by this. And so we all need to just work together and do what we can in order to help each other as a community. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later. Reach out to me if you need anything. I don't do it often, but I'm going to make sure I have my phone number somewhere on this video so that way you guys can see it and you can reach out to me. Thank you so much. I will talk to you later. Thanks, everyone. Bye.